Bally Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Cougars will kick this deep to get us going. This one is out of bounds, and mistake on a simple opening kickoff. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the punting team is on the field. Did they know that it's first down? Coverage team brings down the returner. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. And the Huskers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Incompletion makes it second down. An important 9 yards gained there brings up just 3rd and 1. No huddle here for the offense. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. It's 3rd down for the offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looks right for a quick completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Now it's second down here. It's a shotgun run call. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Hooks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
And the Huskers are in the red zone. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. An inside give now from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Huskers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball back at the 6 or 2nd and goal after that loss. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Huskers. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. But this time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes a quick grab. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Nebraska 14, BYU 0.
Big-time gamble coming up. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Press coverage now from the secondary. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The Cornhuskers trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Back to pass. It's Wyola. The shovel pass complete. And the defense wraps him up. This will be a challenge now. Second and goal back at the 13. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled there by the defense.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Should be automatic. And it's good. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line in a hurry up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a quick grab. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU.
We're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT makes it a 17-7 game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Huskers will crank up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Huskers have 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Here's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Inside the 10. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Pass caught. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Good enough for a 1st down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
2nd down now after the sack. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first half play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. This will likely be the last play of the half. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to get us going in the second half.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The BYU offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Cougars will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
This is the 6th play on the drive.
Lasso. Lasso. Cut it. Cut it. Flex. Squirrel.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Taking a shot here. He pulls it in for a big gain. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. QB decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Direct snap to the back. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Cornhuskers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Wideouts now clustered. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Snags a quick throw. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Fights through the tackler. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Huskers pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nebraska 17, BYU 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw. It's Collins. The pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The Huskers looking to run some tempo here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
He's brought down at the 21-yard line.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Strong game by this quarterback. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th.
That makes the score Nebraska 24, BYU 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The BYU offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The Cougars looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
There's a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Under pressure, just lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And the quarterback dropping back. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. And drive stays alive. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you see your victory.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. The Cornhuskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're moving the receiver now before the snap.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. That's a design quarterback keeper. Crosses the 30. Inside the 30 now. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. And the Huskers will line up on 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Collins. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Hey, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
The Huskers will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on down.
Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Always looking to throw. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Touchdown for Ncaa. It was a foot race and he won it. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. You're able to get him down.
Well, with a quarterback like this, you can understand this call, trying to call his own number. He's got the athletic ability to get it done, but the defense does a nice job of not allowing him to get to that goal line.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to